Thank you everyone for being here today. I'm sure Tony will be glad to see all his family and friends at this gathering. Tony lives a legacy of love and integrity with his family and those who knew him. He has left behind wonderful memories of loving husband, father, and a good friend. We are grateful for all the time. We got to see him smile, laugh, and his jokes. Tony and I met in year 2009. It was a long-distance relationship at the beginning until he decided to visit me here in the Philippines, year 2010. That same year, he was invited to preach at youth camp. Before his preaching ended, he called me at the stage. To my surprise, he proposed me and asked, "Will you marry me?" In front of many people within a year that I have known Tony, I know he is a very good man, and without thinking twice, I said yes. We got married June 12, 2010 in my hometown. He stayed in the Philippines for about 1 year and a half, shared with God's word. I left my family to start my new journey with Tony in May 2013 in the United States. Living with Tony for almost 9 years is one of the best days of my life. I learned a lot from him. And each time I left from our house, he would never let me go without his prayer, and I really miss him so much. I really miss his prayer. He was spiritually strong and a compassionate. He has a clever sense of humor.
The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever.
Rita Ivett, Tony's sister, his younger sister. My brother was one of 4 siblings who grew up during the war years. 2 boys and 2 girls. He was my older brother by 1 year. Our mother was only 32 years old when she died, and we were brought up mainly by our Christian grandmother. Tony was a very angelic child with very blonde hair. I remember at quite a young age chasing him around the garden with worms hanging from my fingers, he running away, screaming his head off. We all left home, one by one, to move into our chosen professions. During our adult lives, I met Tony only 6 times, but managed during those times to see and to know the man that I loved dearly. He had a wonderful sense of humour. He was a man of vision and of deep commitment to his Christian beliefs. He cared deeply for other people and took great interest and delight in the welfare of young children. He had the ability to reach into their lives and to bring fun and laughter. I thank the Lord for Tony's life and for all that was achieved throughout his life. During his latter years, he suffered greatly, but in the midst of all things, remained faithful to his Saviour's name. His passing has left quite a gap in my life, and he will never, ever be forgotten, resting now in glory and forever loved.
Today to appreciate the sharing of all the love for Dr. Fox that he has brought to each and every one of us as a friend, a husband, a brother, or a father. We all have our own special marks that Dr. Fox has left on our hearts. I am certain of two things, though. He would want us here today to talk about the happiest thoughts of his time spent together. And secondly, he is still here with us, very strong in spirit. Dr. Fox was a man of character, personality, and of course he had a sense of humor. We all are here because somewhere, somehow, we all have been touched by Dr. Fox. For me, he was like family, and he was a great mentor. I met Dr. Fox when I was only 7 years old. He invited me to sit into his office until church service started because I was just a little too early. Since that day, a friendship and a mentorship was created. We used to talk for hours about all his past experiences, all while joking around. I used to cut Pastor Fox's hair every 2 weeks, and if you know him, you know, he used to say, "Please don't make me bald, please don't make me bald." But he only had 2 whiskers on his head. So I said, "I'm sorry, but they have to go." And he would joke like, "No, you can't take my whiskers." But anyway, these past 18 years, Dr. Fox has taught me so much. One thing he always taught me is to pray no matter what your day is like. He always told me you need to stop and pray. And that is just what I do every day. I know Dr. Fox is up in heaven eating all those fish and chips, how he loved those fish and chips. I know Dr. Fox is looking down on me each and every day. So to Dr. Fox, thank you for impacting my life in a way that you have. You will always be in my heart, and I love you. I'll never forget the memories we have shared together. It is always the small things and the little imperfections that go a long way, that make those small things so perfect. So here, I leave you with a quote from Dr. Seuss. Sometimes you never know the value of a moment until it becomes a memory.
Those we love remain with us, for love itself lives on. And cherished memories never fade, because a loved one has gone. Those we love can never be more than a thought apart, for as long as there is a memory, they live on in the heart. I love you so much, Daddy, and I will love you forever.
Bring to where we are. Sometimes I forget, and sometimes I can't see that whatever comes my way, you'll be with me. Life is in your hands, my heart is in your keeping. I'm never without love, not when my future is with you. My life is in your hands, and though I'm in your keeping. I'm never without love, not when my future is with you. My life is in your hands, and though I may not see clearly, I will lift my voice and sing, 'cause your love does amazing things. Lord, I know my life is in your hands. When I'm at my weakest, Lord, you carry me. When I become the strongest, Lord, in your hands. Jesus. My life is in your hands. My heart is in your keeping. Never without hope, not when my future is with you. My life is in your hands, and though I may not see clearly, I will lift my voice and sing, 'cause your love does amazing things. Lord, I know our life is in your hands. I trust you, Lord. My life is in your hands. Thank you, Jesus. Pastor Chief.
Many dangers, toils, and snares I have already come. 'Tis grace has brought me safe thus far, and grace will lead me home. When we've been there 10,000, oh yeah, bright shining as the sun, we know let's stay to sing God's praise, and when we first begun. Amen and amen. Be seated.
Everything. There's a time for everything, and a season for every activity under the heaven. A time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to uproot. A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to tear down and a time to build. A time to weep and a time to laugh. A time to mourn and a time to dance. A time to scatter stones and a time to gather them. A time